Hi, folks. My name is Jim Noble. I'm a certified financial planner and wealth management specialist here in Paramus, New Jersey. And today we're going to go through part three of the retirement checklist, retirement accounts and investments. And for a lot of people, this is the exciting part of retirement. I prefer that this be the boring part of retirement. But let's talk a little bit about retirement accounts and investing so that we can set you up for your retirement lifestyle. Here we go. So, with when we talk about your retirement accounts and investments, our goals are to create a comfortable retirement income that reduces the exposure of your retirement savings to losses and due to market volatility. We want to reduce your taxes, remain financially independent, and leave a legacy for your beneficiaries if that is one of your desires, as it is for lots of our clients. So, the retirement income plan is first to identify the monthly income you require to maintain your desired lifestyle. That's your essential income. Understand all your sources of guaranteed income, such as Social Security and pensions, and create a strategy to fill the income gap. We'll talk about that in a minute. Your income must last your lifetime and your spouse's lifetime and keep up with taxes and inflation. So, taxes and your retirement. Your 401k may be a ticking retirement tax bomb. Every dollar you contributed plus all of the compounded growth is fully taxable as ordinary income unless it was in a Roth IRA. Have you kept track of your contributions? That's important as well. Here in New Jersey, we do not tax your initial contribution, but we do tax your gains. But you have to be able to prove what your contributions were. Taxation of income in retirement has a cascading effect on Medicare and Social Security benefits, as the more taxes we pay, the more taxes we owe. We'll go through that in a minute. Now, the retirement planning process is kind of like a puzzle, and we want to help you put these puzzle pieces together so that your life in retirement is seamless without any worries. Now, there are four phases of money that we think about during our lifetime. The accumulation phase is when we're storing it away. We're like little squirrels running around and saving the winter. The winter is our retirement, right? Preservation. As you retire, you need to protect what you've accumulated. So there's nothing more devastating than working a lifetime to accumulate savings only to see it wiped out by bad or poor investment decisions. The distribution phase is when you start taking income, and the legacy phase is what you leave to your beneficiaries. So these are the four phases that you have to consider. The nest egg you have is the result of a lifetime of effort. So it's important for us to help preserve it. Now, will you have an income gap? Pensions and Social Security used to be the main funds for retirement. Now it's the responsibility lies with retirees, and personal assets play a much more significant role. So the bottom, the base of that pyramid is where your essentials are coming from, and then we have what are important activities and aspirational activities. But until we can fund the essentials like groceries, medicine, and mortgage payments and taxes through retirement, we can't even consider the extras. Now, how do we do that? Well, we determine what your income gap might be. Get my big head out of the way over here. So this is our monthly expense worksheet that we work with our clients on, and it's very simple. You go through a few months of expenses, and we identify what your expenses in retirement will be. Now, what is what are the five key to success? Five keys. What are the five keys to a successful retirement plan? Well, you need to have an income plan, an investment plan, a tax plan, a health and life plan, and an estate plan. And certainly going through 3 months worth of bank statements, credit card bills, and other expenses will help you to identify what your income needs will be in retirement. Now, common financial mistakes that may affect your retirement income, including not knowing what you're paying in fees, relying on the 4% rule of thumb for withdrawals, and ignoring the sequence of returns. In other words, the years in which you have positive or negative returns really determine much more of the success of your retirement plan, less so than your actual performance. And we'll talk about that. Entering retirement without a well thought out income plan leads to disaster for many clients. Now, what is the 4% rule? The 4% rule has long been synonymous with retirement spending. The so-called rule of thumb states that retirees can safely withdraw 4% of the retirement savings during the first year of retirement and then adjust that amount for inflation each year for the next 30 years and keep up with the rising costs. Now, how do we select our investments? Well, it's critical to have a stable investment portfolio, but it's also important to earn a positive return on that portfolio. So, as we look at the matrix of risk and reward, obviously, the greater the risk, the greater potential for return. And we need to factor in this thing called standard deviation, which is the measure of volatility or the ups and downs that a portfolio can have. So every portfolio, every investment has three characteristics: the relative safety or risk or volatility of that investment. How safe is it? The liquidity, how can you get to your money? And what is the growth potential of that investment? So if we look at investments in things like the US stock market here, just taking a quick look here at the ups and downs over long periods of time. This actually chart only goes back to 1996. But we can see that we've had periods of ups and downs. This chart actually only takes us through to 2021. So we've even seen more volatility here in 2022. So, who knows what the future is going to bring us? Financial planning fundamentals are that your goals and your strategies must be in alignment. Your goals, of course, are unique to you and your family. For retirement income, you never want to run out of money. That's important. You want to protect your assets from depletion due to healthcare costs. You want to protect your surviving spouse and leave an inheritance for your grandchildren. Now, the strategies include your Social Security timing plan, the distribution and income plan you have, how you protect your investments from long-term care costs, how you protect your spouse and beneficiaries with respect to estate planning and life insurance. Now, the goals, this is sort of just a little snapshot from one of our retirement planning software tools, the kinds of things that you might have as goals, and then how we might develop an optimal Social Security timing strategy. That was one of our previous topics. Now, the retirement analysis that we do, we hope is going to have a high probability of success, but you're only going to know that if you go through the steps of the process to determine what your potential outcome might be. My name is Jim Noble. I'm a certified financial planner. My job is to help you with your retirement, and I look forward to speaking with you in the future. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you at the next retirement workshop session. Thank you.